One of the nice things about this particular project is it allows you to just find the pieces you need from the scrap pile. It uses up a lot of my leftovers. So in the case of the dark squares, I found some pieces of walnut that would work. I could get one out of here, and two out of here. Now keep in mind, as you're cutting, this is sapwood, that's heartwood. I prefer the darker stuff. That's up to you. But just watch it. You know, if you don't care, hey, use whatever you like. But use up some of the scrap. As far as the maple goes, I was able to find one board in there that will do all four. But set this to 14 inches and cut your pieces. Here at the table saw, we're going to cut 4 dark strips that are 1.5 and 4 light strips that are 1.5. Now our key here is when we're done, we want to have as clean a cut as is absolutely possible. So be careful as you're using your push stick that you're not pushing it away from the fence into the blade. That's going to give you a weird cut. You always want to try to keep it tight against the fence as you're going. So as long as I don't see this board come away from the fence, it should be a good cut. The other thing to remember on this last cut is never push where the blade is. Notice that I'm stopping here and I'm either pulling my hand away or I'm just pushing through, but I'm never pushing into the blade. That'll give you the exact same result as if it came away from the blade. Now it's just pushing the next one into it. You'll have the same problem. But make sure these all fit together nice and tight, because if they don't, you'll have to cut another piece. I can't joint them, otherwise they'll be too narrow for the next step. If they fit together well, let's go glue them up. Time to glue it up. Now I've checked them, there's no major gaps. A little tiny one would probably get away with, but figure out which face you want. Do I like the streaks or not? It's completely up to you. I kind of like the streaks, so I'll have any of them that have streaks upwards on the same side, whether it's up or down. So this is completely arbitrary, but of course, make sure that they're, you know, white, light, dark, light, dark. So get them all glued. And then our goal is to put them together as flat as possible. Get one end close to lined up. Doesn't have to be perfect, because remember, we have some extra length on these. And then snug this one up. And then come over here and do the same. Get these as close as you can. And snug it up. I'm not cranking down on it yet, just enough to kind of hold it in place. Now, I personally like to err on the side of too many clamps, as opposed to not enough. So even though this is probably enough, I like to put another one in the middle. And I can usually, if these are snug, I can now clamp down that, then go back, clamp these down, it's together.